Hey, I'm Jeroen from the LUTs Lab, and in this video I'll show you exactly how to import and use the LUT inside of Premiere Pro, how to get the best results possible, and the exact export settings you can use to avoid your videos becoming blurry or low quality when you upload them to TikTok or Instagram. Let's dive straight into it. As you can see in my downloads folder, I have the LUT bundle zip file. On Mac, you can just double click it to unzip it. On Windows, you're going to have to right click and choose uncompress or unzip. It's going to be named differently depending on your device. So I'm going to double click it to unzip it. Once unzipped, you can click into it and you'll see all of the different looks as well as the Log to Rec 709 folder, which includes conversion LUTs for a bunch of different popular camera brands. Now, to import these in Premiere Pro, we're going to have to keep Premiere Pro closed and do it before we open Premiere Pro. So I have Premiere Pro right here in my dock, and we're going to right click it and choose Options, Show in Finder. Then again, we're going to right click it and choose Show Package Contents, open up Contents, and then find Lumetri, which is right here. Double click to open, and then we can click Open LUTs. Then the first thing we're going to do is open up Technical, and we're going to open up our Log to Rec 709 folder, select all of them, Command Copy or copy them, and paste them into the Technical folder. You might need to enter your password to be able to do it. Once that is done, you're going to go back and you're going to click Open Creative. Once you click Open the Creative folder, you'll see all of these standard ROMs from Premiere Pro. I have personally never used any of them in my entire life, so I'm going to select all of them and delete them. And then I'm going to go back to our LUT bundle and select all of the folders besides the Log to Rec 709 folder. Copy them and paste them inside of the Creative folder. Again, the password. And once they're copied in, we're good to go. We can close our Finder windows and open up Premiere Pro. I have two clips ready, which I'll use to show you how to use the LUTs and how to get the most out of your videos. But first, we're going to select this clip just to check if everything is correctly installed. And as you can see, everything is now loaded inside of this Creative tab right here. And our conversion LUTs are in basic correction under Input LUT. So the first thing you have to do is convert this DLOC-M to Rec 709 color space so we can apply our creative looks. For that, we're going to make a new item and choose Adjustment Layer. And we're just going to drag it on our timeline and extend it to fit both clips since both are DLOC-M. Once you've made that first adjustment layer, you can either copy and paste it, or you can select it, hold Option or Alt on Windows and drag one on top. This creates a second adjustment layer. With your first adjustment layer selected, we're going to head over to Basic Corrections, Input LUT, and choose DJI DLOC-M. This converts our footage from DLOC-M to Rec 709 color space, and then we can select our second adjustment layer. I'm going to split it so we can use two different LUTs, but you can use that adjustment layer to just cover all the clips you want to color grade without LUT. With that top adjustment layer selected, we can go to our creative looks and choose which one we're going to use. Let's do Movie Looks 30, and as you can see, this is a little bit too strong. So we have our intensity slider right here, and we can drag this down to about 60 in this case maybe. And then for the best possible result, we're going to select the video itself and go up to Basic Corrections. We're going to tweak these settings, get a little bit more detail in the shadows, reduce the highlights on top of the video, maybe add a little bit more contrast. You can use these settings to correct your footage, so maybe it was a little bit overexposed or underexposed, or maybe your white balance was wrong. You can tweak these settings to correct all of that. Of course, it is better to do it right inside of the camera, but it happens all the time that you mess something small up, and this is the perfect way to correct it and get your video to look exactly the way you want to. And that's all it takes to color grade a video. So we go from DLOC-M to our normal looking clip, and then we add a creative look. And of course, we have our adjustments already active on the clip itself. Now let's head to the second clip, which is in nature, to show you a bit of a different scenario. We already converted it with our DLOC-M conversion LUT with the same layer as the previous clip. You can see the difference it makes. Now we're again going to select our top adjustment layer and head over to Creative, and we're going to choose a look that we want to use. In the beginning, you're going to have to go through a bunch of different looks to find the ones that fit your style and that you want to use mostly on your videos. I, for example, like the Cinematic Look 18 one, but again, it's too strong. They're usually too strong, so usually you're going to have to turn down the intensity a little bit. So I'm going to turn down the intensity to about 75. Then I'm going to click on our clip, go to Basic Corrections, and we have a little bit of an overexposed section right here, which we're going to correct. So we're going to use this highlight slider to drag it down a little bit. So I'm going to change these basic adjustment settings to get exactly what I want. And let's show you the before and after again. So all of the adjustment layers off. Only our basic adjustments are now active on the DLOC-M clip. So DLOC-M, normal looking colors, color graded clip. It really is that simple to color grade your videos with our LUTs. Now let's show you exactly how to export your videos so they don't become low quality or blurry when you upload them to Instagram or TikTok. So the first part of exporting is making sure your sequence settings are correct. So I have a sequence here already, but I'll show you how to make a new one. So we're going to go to File, New, Sequence. And for social media, so for vertical posts, I always go just with the standard Adobe presets. So social media portrait 9:16, 30 FPS is the one I always use. This sequence is exactly that. And then we're going to head over to File, Export Media. You can give your export a name, of course, choose a location. And we can choose match source adaptive high bitrate. This will set the exact sequence settings, so 1080p, 30 FPS. You can select render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality. Time interpolation, I like to set to optical flow. And then you can check if this is set to VBR 1 pass, it should be, and target bitrate 19 is just fine. And then you can export, and this will give you high quality videos to upload to Instagram and TikTok. This should cover everything you need to know about using our LUTs, getting the most out of your videos and exporting them the right way so your videos don't become blurry or low quality when you upload them to TikTok or Instagram. Thank you again for your purchase, and if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as I possibly can.